Hey, what's up, fam? I'm going to be doing a character discussion on my favorite female character in the Black Clover series. Since the last one I did my favorite male character at this time, it is Mereoleona Vermillion of the Crimson Lions, the current captain after the incident and accident with her younger brother Fuego Leon Vermillion, and pretty much a quick basic rundown of Mereoleona. She is the strongest of the 9 captains. She is the standing captain and head of the Royal Knights as well. Is made up for about uh, most qualified people in her mind from the other Magic Knight orders that were picked by the other captains and the Wizard King during the Royal Knights tournament. Now she is definitely not the standard build for a female character in a shonen manga, especially a weekly shonen jump manga. She is not passive at all. She's not softly built. She doesn't do support. She doesn't stand in the back and try and compliment other characters. She doesn't try and prevent anyone from being able to do what they're supposed to, while at the same time honestly doing whatever the hell she wants to. She's definitely the super powerful badass, like pretty much berserker of the series. She's literally a a female version of Kenpachi, Zaraki, and Natsu Dragneel fused together. She's a complete and total beast. She doesn't screw around. She doesn't take too kindly to people beating around the bush, but she doesn't. She's not one dimensional. She cares about those around her. She kind of has this whole like, well, I want to protect the kingdom and my allies, but to do so, I'm gonna burn every single enemy that we have to a crisp after a good pummeling from getting completely smashed by her fire enhanced punches. She is the undefeated, uncrowned lioness of her clan. The only reason that she wasn't the captain and that her brother was is because she was not interested in uh, politics or social status. She spends 10 months out of the year at training in the wild, still not really partaking in anything to do with the rest of the kingdom of the Clover Kingdom. She only came back after her brother was tragically hurt during the first invasion of the Clover Kingdom back early in the near the start of the series, and she was present during the she's the really she's the whole reason they did the volcanic range training or like little thing where kind of discovered how to use mana skin and then eventually into his mana zone ability, and where Asta kind of was able to combine experience when he went to that partial uh, black form, that anti magic demon like coating on his right arm, and he had the horn and the one wing. He used his knowledge from that, as well as the way that Mereoleona explained mana skin and kind of like applying it to your body, and his sensing of ki to unlock and start to be able to use this new form. He is one of the key people in order for him to be able to do it, and she seems to like to help. She wants all her junior Magic Knights to get better and get stronger, but she's not going to coddle them in any way. She will push them to the absolute level that is required for them to get better. She's not like Yami, where Yami will kind of like talk a little bit of trash in them, but Yami is he's a little bit of a softie at his core. Mareoleona is probably a softie in her mind, but in reality, she doesn't try and push them in a the direction using harsh words and mild intimidation. She throws them and down this path and punches them anytime they try and get away until they either quit or they get to where she wants them to. And yeah, so one of the things I like about her is she doesn't fit the mold for a female character in a weekly Shonen Jump manga. So obviously a lot of really big series come out of Shonen Jump. You have Naruto, One Piece. You didn't get it as much in Bleach, but there was still a lot of it in Bleach. You know, you got Toriko, My Hero Academia. You have all these series where a lot of the female characters, they're almost always support, unless they're villains. They don't get a lot of the treatment that she gets. Like she usually when you'd get a character like her, it would be like this very more passive white character who is not going to be the like massive driving power force in an arc like she was during the invasion of the Eye of the Midnight Sun's base, where she was this one woman army completely decimating everyone around her, to where you had someone like Yami who prior to her showing up, Yami was arguably one of the strongest captains, if not the strongest of the nine. After he got his dimension slash spell, most of the people thought it was between him and William Vengeance. But once she showed up, it changed. It completely changed the whole guess for the captains, and it really comes down to she is out of the tier of people like William and Yami and Charlotte, Jack the Ripper. She is easily a tier above them. And I'm not just saying that because I like her so much. She's my favorite female character. But if you take into account the fact that Yami was Yami was struggling with a member of the Third Eyes for the Vito, Fauna, and Raya. Obviously, he was fighting them in bunches, but he was able to just come out ahead of Patri when he was still sealed when he showed up during that whole cave arc. And he was the Patriot clearly admitted that they were much stronger than him. They were stronger than the captains. They demonstrated how powerful they were. Like he was able to Vito was able to bite off Yami's sword, and the sheer level of power that was coming uh, out of Fauna's salamander spirit. They clearly demonstrated a huge level of strength, and that's pre Third Eye boost. And well, she fought Raya, the leader out of the three Third Eye people, and who starts out with this Third Eye going, and she completely just dominates him, decimates every single attempt that he throws her way, and it's absolutely brutal. It wasn't until obviously that he was able to gain his elf body back that she was at a disadvantage, and then even while he had this complete and total broken system of magic combinations, that she was still willing to jump right in there and rage on him. And the only reason that she after that was able to get pushed as far as she did, and it was just she was outnumbered. She was one of three captains there, and only two of those three captains could really compete with members of the Third Eye, and she was taking one of them plus four more post full body elf transformation, and the elves seemed like each of them was around captain level, if not stronger, and she was still just 100% confident that she was going to be fine. Obviously, that can be a weakness for her, but her level of guts and drive just to like jump in there is super badass. Her fighting style is badass. There aren't a lot of combat mages within the series. She completely throws all form of caution to wind towards these kind of people, and she just goes in, starts throwing punches, and her level of mana zone just makes it so much more broken. The fact that she can throw these magic burning hits from all directions and keep you from doing anything. Where if you get caught inside of her mana zone consecutive attack of her Caldus Brachium, she's going to pretty much just keep hitting you until you either give up, run out of magic, or completely are reduced to ash. I mean, really, there it really came down to Asta trying to prevent Raya from self-destructing that kept her from just frying him and reducing him to cinders. And I think she could have. I don't know if she would have won against Elven Raya, but I think she would have been able to push him to get pretty serious if it wasn't for the fact that obviously four other elves showed up. Even while completely out of outmatched with outnumbered, she still managed to hold her cool, did not falter or waver, managed to keep her composure, and everything about her that makes her the badass that she is was absolutely fantastic. And I think that she's a very very good baseline of that Shonen Jump Weekly Shonen Jump really needs to make more badass female characters. Like I like characters as whatever they can be, whatever wherever they fit in. But when you read stuff like One Piece and so and My Hero Academia, and almost all the female characters are support, and they mostly just stand in the back. And even if they have really cool powers, and you see them do the badass things, and they're supposed to be important, and all they do is kind of get in the way and then be support. It's a little bit of a letdown, but Mereoleona just does not screw around. And even in this series, where there's a lot of really competent, good quality, good built, good designed female characters, is Mereoleona just is cut above the rest, and she holds her spot as the best character uh, for the females in this series, and in my opinion, one of the, if not the best female in Weekly Shonen Jump. She's absolutely amazingly designed, absolutely amazingly executed, and I don't think there's anything really wrong with her. She's badass. I was having a discussion with somebody the other day where we were. He was trying to get under my skin, and he's trying to tell me that he thought the character was dumb. Didn't really have a reason for it. I like explained the character to him. He just knows that I like her. He doesn't read Black Clover, know really anything about the character. He just knows what I've told him, and I told him a little bit more, and he really just said that it doesn't sound like this character being female, because being a chick really even matters to you. It sounds like if it's a dude, you'd like the character just the same, and really that just shows that in reality, the fact that she's a pretty well put together chick, if you've read through the chapter when they did the whole like hot springs thing at the volcano, or the volcano like little training camp. She's pretty well put together, but even subtracting that, I mean, she wears like completely covered clothes all the time. But yeah, if you subtract that, it's clear that I really like the character itself, and the fact that she's a pretty lady isn't relevant really to the things about the character that I really like. But I'm looking forward to where she goes in the rest of the series. Probably the most her and Zora. Obviously, though, she's a different story than Zora, because she's already captain level. She's much older than a lot of the other characters. She's 32, and the only thing that I can really see her getting in the future is a couple more fire spells. Counting on her getting a fire spirit. She's already got mana zone. She could get a spirit dive, like it'd be really badass. I'm calling it now. I'm predicting it now in this video. So yeah, that calls it for this video for the character discussions. Yeah, next one I'll try and branch off. I'll probably do some of the main characters, and start working around after that. But good. I'm really happy to where I started off with this. I I knew it would be Zora and Mereoleona. I enjoy their characters so much. I don't think there's been a single panel with them that I haven't enjoyed, or a single instance in the manga where they haven't made me really excited to see them, or I thought they were being stupid or out of character or just pointless. They've both been so fantastic. Mareoleona, you keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep enjoying your presence in the manga. I'm looking forward to the next volume where you're gonna be, I believe, on the cover. Is it? Are you on the cover? I think so. Yeah, on the cover with Charlotte and Soul. I'm looking forward to it. looking forward to it. So, all right. Thanks a lot, fam. I'm gonna get out of this video. That's it for today. I've done like 5 videos today. Next video, I'll probably get close to doing the summary of the dungeon arc. I'm looking forward to that one. Talk about Mars. Alright, cool. Thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, subscribe. Check out my other videos. Please leave a comment. The comment section. Right now, I really want more comments. I really like the idea of having a community with these videos. Thank you very much.